Welcome to this lesson on basic shopping in MacBuy. This tutorial will highlight how to shop using a punch-out catalog in MacBuy. Punch-out and hosted suppliers will appear on MacBuy's showcase and have contracts negotiated with the supplier for premium pricing. For orders under $100,000 using a punch-out or hosted supplier, no receiving or competitive pricing is required. Punch-out suppliers are differentiated from hosted suppliers by a small arrow in the top right corner of their tile. Punch-out shopping happens externally on a supplier's website with the checkout process integrated back into MacBuy. The shopping experience may vary by supplier. This contrasts hosted catalog shopping, which occurs directly on the MacBuy website. Items from hosted and punch-out catalog suppliers can be submitted in one cart together. Non-catalog orders must have their own carts and cannot be mixed with hosted and punch-out orders. Shopping with a punch-out supplier. First, log into Mosaic. Please remember to activate VPN if working remotely. Locate the MacBuy tile. This will be on the Mosaic home screen or the Mosaic My Work screen, located by using the drop-down arrow at the center of the top maroon bar. Click on the MacBuy tile. You are now on the home page, also referred to as the showcase or gallery. Before you begin shopping, be sure that the shopping cart located in the notification toolbar is at $0, meaning that it's empty. To shop with a punch-out supplier, select their tile. You will be taken to their external website reflecting McMaster's negotiated pricing. Every punch-out website is unique to the supplier, so your shopping experience will vary. Add products to your shopping cart and follow the prompts to check out once all desired products have been selected. Once you have checked out of the punch-out supplier, you will be redirected back to the MacBuy website with the selected items appearing in your shopping cart. This is the draft requisition. The shopping cart has a default name of the current date and the user's Mac ID. This can be edited to be more meaningful to the approver or to perhaps highlight time-sensitive orders. If shared cart groups have been created, you can choose to share the cart at this time by clicking on the box marked Share My Cart with Others. The names of your shared cart groups will show in a drop-down menu and can be selected. Select Update and Unlock to allow members of your group to access the shopping cart. We will not share the cart in this demonstration. Each line on the requisition must have a commodity code. Sometimes commodity codes will autofill in MacBuy, especially for hosted and punch-out suppliers. If a commodity code has not already been assigned to the line item, the area will be highlighted in yellow. Use the magnifying glass and the search button to display a complete list of all available commodity codes. When you have found a code you are happy with, use the select button to populate it into the requisition. Or you may enter a broad description in the search field to display fewer options more specific to your search. Again, use the select button to populate the commodity code into the requisition. At this point, people with only the shopper role can assign the cart to the requester. To assign to a requester, click on the Assign Cart button. If the user has set up defaults on their profile, they can use the drop-down menu to choose a requester. Alternatively, select Search for an Assignee and click on the hyperlink. Enter a name and search. Select the appropriate person. If you will be using the same requester on future orders, select the Add to Profile box to have the individual added to your drop-down options. To proceed, click on the Assign button. Those people with the requester or approval role can proceed to checkout. Those with the shopping role may also proceed to checkout to add a chart field string, tax treatment, or shipping information to the order before assigning to a requester, although this is not required. If left incomplete, the requester will be required to input this information before the requisition can be submitted into the workflow. Click on Proceed to Checkout. Follow the ribbon at the top of the page to guide the submission process and either assign the cart to a requester if you are a shopper or place the order if you are a requester or approver. Navigate to the General tab. This provides an overview of the requisition, highlighting the cart name, prepared by and for fields, a list of the line items included on the order, and a subtotal and total with applicable taxes. Next, navigate to the Shipping tab. Here, your default shipping address will be displayed if you have one. To change the shipping address, select the Edit button. Choose from your defaults or a different university address. MacBuy requires a completed attention to building and room field in order to have the requisition submitted. This will ensure that items are delivered to the correct location. Select Save when you are happy with the entered address. Multiple shipping defaults can be set up in your personal profile. Next, navigate to the Billing tab. This will always default to accounts payable. Please leave this as is. Navigate to the Accounting Codes tab. This is where you will assign a chart field or chart fields to the requisition. At the header level, a chart field can be entered that will be applied to every line on the order. Use the Edit button to change the chart field or to select from your code favorites. Remember, if the chart field is CFI funded, under the Resource Type header, please select Gift in Kind. Remember to click on Save if making any changes. To assign a different chart field to each line, use the Edit button on each individual line. Once complete, you can now see an alert on the header noting that chart fields vary by line. Chart field defaults can be set up in your personal profile. Navigate to the Internal Notes and Attachments tab. Here, attachments and notes can be added that will only be seen internally, meaning all McMaster MacBuy users included on the requisition. To add an attachment, click on the Add Attachments button. Select from the file on your computer. And be sure to click Save Changes. To add a note, click on the Edit button and enter your message. Remember to save after entering your message. Please note that for punch-out and hosted suppliers, competitive quotes are not required under $100,000. Next, navigate to the External Notes and Attachments. Here, attachments and notes can be added that will be sent to the supplier. The process is the exact same as internal attachments. Lastly, navigate to the Final Review tab. This provides a general overview of the entire requisition all in one place. To change VAT treatment, scroll down to the line items and click Edit on the line you wish to change. Beside the VAT treatment, use the drop-down menu to select your VAT treatment. Remember, all foreign purchases must be self-assessed. That is 8% for goods and 13% for services. Once selected, please remember to hit Save. For those with the shopping role, even though they are not required to complete this ribbon. They can assign directly to their requester, who will then need to input the required information. To assign the requester, click on the Assign Cart and select from either your drop-down options or click on Search for an assignee. The Add to Profile box can be selected if you will be using this requester for future orders. Those with the requester or approver role will not be able to place an order without the banner presenting green check marks on all tabs. Once all information has been entered, you can conduct a final review, then click on the Place Order button to submit the requisition. A requisition summary will be presented, highlighting the requisition number. The requisition will be sent into Approval Workflow pulled from Mosaic based on the chart field or chart fields that were used. Click on View Approval Status to see where your requisition is in the workflow. Once fully approved, a purchase order will be generated. This will be sent to the supplier. To return to the home screen, click on MacBuy or the home icon. Note that the cart in the notification toolbar is now back to $0 as the items in the cart have been submitted. This concludes the tutorial for shopping with punch-out suppliers. If you have any questions, please contact MacBuy help@mcmaster.ca.